Today has been a tough day, and real talk, it might turn and you might hear me talking to God probably as I'm talking to the camera. Okay, so I it's just been really tough, and it sucks because it could be hormones because I am of a certain age. Perry is whatever. Um, it could be me just struggling. Listen, here's it is very hard to stay hopeful when you have been waiting for years on a promise that God made. And it is even tougher when nothing in life looks like what He promised. And you have to do this on a daily basis. I I could barely, if you could, I have headphones on because I was just recording the episodes for next week or for the next couple days, and it took everything in me to write the episodes, to record the episodes. I I struggled so much. It was to a point where, God, why am I putting my money into this? Like, why am I? And then I start questioning everything, right? Why am I recording for YouTube? Because you told me to. Why am I doing this podcast? Because you told me to. Why don't I have a full-time regular job that I know I could be qualified? Because you won't let me. And I've tried. I have. Just all these things, and it's just been a really tough day. And it's so crazy because I love God. It sucks because I'm in love with Him. I am in love with God, in love with Him, and I want to walk away, but He won't let me. And I can't let myself, because what am I going to do? Just go running back home? You know what? This is turning into a venting session. I can't. I'm not going to do that. But I guess God is allowing me to do this and come on events so that people can see the real. Because I'm so tired of people talking about trust God and believe God and read your word. Well, I read my word. I trust God. I believe God. And there are times when it's just freaking hard. And what's annoying is knowing that there's a possibility that somebody's going to watch this and still try to say, well, you need to believe God more, or you need to read God more, or they'll quote some scripture to make themselves feel. It's just so frustrating. It is hard. It is hard to do this every single day, because you know what? Relationships are hard. And so a relationship with God, I'm sorry, it is hard sometimes. I used to have a blog called, I still blog, but I used to call my blog Loving God Ain't Easy, because it's not. Um, but I love Him. I love Him. I love Him so much. And I still trust Him. But I just really wish that He would give me something. I don't know. I don't know, because some little things are going through my mind right now about, so for example, this week, usually I would have worked on a Thursday, but the job, this particular job, I have like 4 or 5. This particular job was not going to be open on Thursday, so they said, hey, come in Tuesday. So that's a blessing, because I could have not made anything right. And usually I have another gig where usually they call me on Wednesdays, and they called me on Thursday instead. So I still kind of come out even. So I guess that's God saying, hey, I'm taking care of you. But it still ain't enough to pay my rent that's due, 2 months, because I owe for April and May. It's still not enough to pay my rent. So what's up, God? When you have $15 in the bank, what's up, God? I'm I'm venting. But I still love Him, and I still trust Him, and He is still going to come through, and I'm still going to obey Him. Why? Because quite frankly, no one else is as faithful and true to their word as God is. And I stand on it.